Wow. This is death metal number 2. Okay, hold on, no. Dark Knights, death metal number 2. Super shiny, reflective cover, man. Look, you can see the ring. You can make out the camera right there, even. That's nuts. That is way too shiny. The cover doesn't even look that shiny. Like, if I look at it with my own eyeballs, it does not look nearly this shiny. I mean, I see all the same stuff. I don't know. It's a perceptual thing. So, the best way to kind of describe death metal here, and I don't know that there's a good way to describe it, is there's high concept and there's crazy. And then there's high concepts that are crazy. And then somewhere above both of those, here's high concept. Like, oh, we'll talk about all sorts of weird, wonderful, crazy things. And then there's crazy, where it's just like, oh yeah, you know what? Will be really cool. What if there was a dark multiverse with an evil Batman and he came in to attack all the other Batmen and all the villains were actually Batman? Wouldn't that be crazy? So now you take like that and you take the high concept of what if there was a villain who created the universe for evil? And you take those two things and you smash them together and you throw 2 years of comic continuity into it, and then on top of it, you get really drunk and you pull a Stephen King. All right? So at that point, you are just way, way out of your mind and you're just writing crazy stuff onto paper. And that's what this book is. It is just one big, crazy, crazy trip. Now, we do get to see the Justice Society over here. And it's pretty fun. Swamp Thing, you've lost some weight. Thanks, Dr. Fate. We get a couple of comments like that are kind of dad jokey. They feel a little out of place for what's going on. And I thought he didn't actually age. Because isn't his body, like his appearance, determined by his own mental image of himself because he's made of pure willpower? Did they retcon that? Also, how does this fit in with what's going on in Justice League Dark? Because look, Justice League Dark character, Justice League Dark character, Justice League Dark character. What is going on? How does this fit in with anything? I got no idea. I absolutely have no idea how DC continuity is supposed to fit together. It's a jigsaw so intricate you have to get like, oh, I don't know, an atomic force microscope out to probe the details of it and determine the correct answers. Like that's the level that we have reached in this book. I have no idea what's going on. Like in the grand scheme of things, how all the pieces work. But I do know one thing. This is a really fun read and really crazy. So Diana leads her motley crew, which isn't that big of a crew because you've got Wally, her, Swamp Thing, into a graveyard under a graveyard. It's the secret graveyard where they bury superheroes. Why? Because the Lord of the Dead, I don't know how Batman got this ring, but the Lord of the Dead is down there trying to recruit people. So he's going to turn all the dead heroes into soldiers. Or at least that's his plan. He's talking to Jonah Hex. I think that's Jonah Hex. That looks like, it's a cowboy. Who cares? And he keeps referring to Hex, so it must be Jonah Hex. And he's like, what about this person? Oh, Liberty Bells, Sonic Vibrational Powers. Suppose that'd be useful. I say enlist. Done. Phantom Lady, enlist. Human Bomb, enlist. Obviously. I mean, yeah. He's the Human Bomb, man. Why wouldn't you want the Human Bomb on your team? And then, so we kind of get this crazy stuff here, like that. And then we get the plan. Not a whole lot of action is in this book. There's a lot of talking. A lot of big, big stuff gets discussed. Here's a recap page of how they got into this situation. We probably should have started with this in the series, just started with, so, you're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Well, there was this guy named Barbados, and we broke the source wall, and then this dude Luthor got a doorknob, and then apparently something with Dr. Manhattan happened, and they used him to fight Perpetua, and it failed. I don't remember that. That must have been in Justice League. And then everything went bad. That's all the pages I'm going to show you. From here we go and we spend some time looking at the Batman Who Laughs, his lackeys, what they're doing, that kind of stuff. And the whole plan here is they're going to go to Apocalypse and get some crisis energy by going somewhere and doing some things. And they're going to use that to defeat evil. And Batman's like, that's a dumb idea. Wonder Woman's like, it's the best idea. And then Swamp Thing tells a story about plants. The story about plants actually like makes a lot of sense for what's going on. But I think it's just kind of funny that Swamp Thing tells a story about plants. Just in the middle of it. Man, that dude does not look like Jonah Hex in the previous pages, but he really does here, doesn't he? He's got the scar and everything, man. He's one very distinctive looking individual. So yeah, we catch up on what's happening with the Batman who laughs. Bruce over here says something like, he's going to mutate into some new horrible form. And guess what? Called it. He called it like 3 pages before it happens. Um, then crazier stuff happens from there. There's stuff involving his minions. Perpetua shows up. Like lots of big things are happening. Not a lot of action. Not really any fighting. There's like 2 panels of fighting. Oh, hold on. And that fighting is in another universe. And I actually want to show you that. So I guess we're gonna go look at one more panel because it appears to be the Red Sun universe. I guess that's Earth 30. I don't actually know, but just seeing the Red Sun Superman rocking out was pretty cool, I thought. So death metal. This cover will not stay closed. I'm just gonna put it back in its bag. Sorry, we're gonna put it back in here so the cover doesn't flap around all disgustingly. Death metal is crazy. It's a fun kind of crazy. Oh, and there's an opening bit that I didn't really like that much. I found it a little bit off-putting, but whatever, it doesn't matter. That just looks cool, man. That looks cool. I had a lot of fun reading it. It's crazy. That's the thing I like the most about it. It's crazy, and I've kind of just partitioned it off into the part of my brain that doesn't care about continuity. So even though I talked about that, even though I talked about how I have no idea how it fits into anything, I'm also just kind of ignoring that there's any such thing as continuity, and I'm just taking this story for what it is, which is kind of like a, big what if story. Like, oh, what if 2 years of DC comic book history, duh, and this is what you get. You all take care of yourself. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.